I tell you, this birthday that the resident pastor's wife of the Rccg City of David in VI had, the 60th birthday, okay, is still making people to talk. And this was the parish where the late Herbert Wigwe, his wife and son, were worshipping before they met their death in the ill-fated helicopter in the United States. Okay, the way the woman celebrated that birthday, people are still complaining, people are still talking, and that birthday was not supposed to be done. Even if, irrespective of how much they have spent to plan it, they should have shut it down, looking at the caliber of the person and the family they have lost in that church. Okay, that there's nothing that, that would have been too much to sacrifice for, to honor the family that have just died, the people that are actually the pillar of that church and the building of that tower. Okay, so now some other people have come out to say without doubt that 60th birthday was insensitive and ill-timed. And that is true. Everybody is saying the same thing. No one has said anything different. I must tell you the truth. Everybody is saying the same thing. It's ill-timed and very, very insensitive. They should have shelved it. Okay? As somebody is saying, if there is any tradition that is well known of and recognized by not a few people, it is unarguably the tradition of observing a period of silence for the departed until he or she is buried. Without a doubt, it has become a common way to honor the deceased, and it is also regarded as a unique opportunity to take some time out from busy life to reflect about the essence of life. Thus, for the sake of clarity, a period of silence is a quiet period that can last 7 weeks, that can last even weeks, particularly in African tradition, to enable mourners exhibit silence for the deceased, silently contemplate and reflect whenever they are gathered together. It is always an opportunity to take time to honor and remember the deceased. Without a doubt, moments of silence have become commonplace when recognizing natural disasters, tragic events, acts of terrorism, or individual deaths. So in as much as not a few people might have witnessed period of silence for the departed loved ones over a period of days and even weeks in some cases as a mark of respect for the dead, or perhaps participated in a candlelight vigil for someone who passed away in a community, it is expedient to recall that the media, both the social and the conventional media, have been agog with attacks against the pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, City of David in Victoria Island, Lagos, Pastor Iluyomade, and his wife, Siju, for being insensitive over the death of one of the church strong members together with his wife and son. The reason for the attack cannot be far-fetched, as it could not be unconnected to the recent event that surrounded the death of the Group Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Access Holdings PLC, Herbert Wigwe. So recall that Herbert Wigwe died recently in America in a helicopter crash alongside with his wife, in a helicopter crash alongside his wife's son and business partner. Wigwe has been a member of the Rccg, the City of David branch, and was said to be a very high financial contributor to the church. Though this writer is not in any way supporting the seeming unbearable backlashes which the couples who are no doubt clergies in the church have been receiving from netizens and other critics, it is, however, expedient to remind them, in case they have never learnt from the Bible, that remembering the dead by setting activities aside remind us that we too will die. So we must live in light of our impending death. As Excluded 7:2 says, it is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting. For death is the destiny of everyone. The living should take this to heart. Besides expressing this view from a biblical perspective, it is germane to opine that different countries have different customs surrounding death. Many ways of mourning can be seen around the world, right from the rural communities across Nigeria, whenever the death of anyone is announced, so much so that throughout the period of mourning, farming and market activities are first suspended by close relatives of the deceased and consequently carried out in low keys as mark of respect for the dead. So, given the foregoing, it is expedient to keep peep or to peep into canonical history to understand how men of God were honorably mourned by the bereaved, particularly those that can be called their church members in those biblical days. For instance, 70 days, including 40 days for embalming, Genesis 53, was urged to mourn Jacob. In a similar vein, 30 days was used for both Aaron and Moses in Deuteronomy. Okay, a month for a captive woman mourning her parents in Deuteronomy, and many days when Jacob believed that Joseph was dead. So, in fact, it may not be out of place to opine that it may be insensitivity or lack of understanding of the Bible that spurred the Iluyomade'S to throw such a lavish party that was unarguably unhelpful and downright hurtful, much of the time, particularly as the helicopter crash took the lives of Wigwe, his wife, and his son. So now, this one's serious. So I am telling you, this write-up is quite a very long one. Quite a very long one. So finally, so given the foregoing, it is crystal clear that there is a time for everything, and that birthday celebration was ill-timed. To not a few critics, the birthday ought to have been celebrated within the church premises with prayers, thanksgiving, and in low key, since it seemed difficult for the celebrant to forego it. Without doubt, the sister's birthday was insensitive and ill-timed. Nah, this is serious, I tell you the truth. Somebody say a birthday gone sour. 3 precious lives just perished. Members of your parish, financial benefactors also. Next, you are partying, feasting, whining, dancing, and caring less. And you are cool with the idea. Check your conscience, madam. They don't finish them there. Somebody says who? Bad bread. Okay. That somebody is coming again. Do you know all the pastors in Rccg to conclude that all the pastors apart from the GO have questions to answer? This is the fallacy of hasty generalization. Really? Would she have gone with the birthday party if it was her husband or child? Just asking. Abi, she wouldn't have gone. That is it. Don't mind them. Very foolish people. You will reap what you sow. That's what they're telling her. The pastor decided to satisfy the show off of his wife rather than being sensitive to the tragic incident that befell the church. It was, their immediate family. If it was the immediate family that died, will they go ahead with the birthday party? They will not. They will not. Okay? When some people say birthday celebration is idol worshiping, those who are shallow-minded will think those people are too spiritual. How now? Have you now seen what the devil used birthday to do in Rccg? If you are a child of God, every day in your life is a new day. You can't rely on the righteousness of yesterday. That's a very good statement out there. You are relevant when they see something from you. Okay, it is a pity. She was dancing and wear clothes like leaves when 3 family members perish in your church. Very bad. Everybody is passing judgment now, I'm telling you the truth. We should be careful who we give pastors to. I see this celebration as the celebration to please the flesh, just like Herod celebrated his birthday that resulted in the death of John the Baptist. Jesus never celebrated birthday, so also his disciples. Carnality and worldliness in the modern days church. That is bad. you strike a point there. Thank you. Everybody is happy. To the grandiose and the ostentatious, no time is ever inappropriate to flaunt. Okay, inopportune to flaunt. Show off and display cause carelessness. Now, wow, somebody's typing something that I don't understand. But the thing here is that the Iluyomade'S are receiving a very serious backlash in this manner. I don't know whether they're going to apologize to the church, to the public, or to the family of the deceased, because the backlash is just getting too much. They are saying here that that birthday was ill-timed and ill-planned and very, very insensitive. Thank you for listening, and let's have a comment.